The more research that we do in our lab about food contaminants, whether it's heavy metals, glyphosate, atrazine, fungicides, which are a big new threat. New York Times did a big piece on what's it called, Candida auris, that is a deadly, fungus pathogen, a super bug that's now infecting hospitals and daycare centers and nursing homes everywhere across the world. But the more we find out about this, the more I learn, and it underscores the importance of constantly detoxing your body through normal everyday habits. And I don't mean some kind of heroic detox, like, oh, I gotta vomit diarrhea and suffer. A lot of people were into that for a while. It was kind of what I call the no pain, no gain detox approach. But what I've really learned over the years as a food forensic scientist, author of the book Food Forensics, by the way, if you're curious, you want to see that, is that detox should be an everyday thing. That your body is always naturally eliminating toxins. Your liver, it's an enzymatic processing factory. Your liver is breaking down toxic molecules. Your lungs are expelling toxins as you breathe. Your kidneys are removing toxins from your watery blood. Even your sweat is removing toxins. And all these things are a part of a normal everyday process. So there are specific things that you can do, just choices that you can make about your daily habits that will greatly increase your ability to eliminate toxins. Now, if you don't eliminate toxins, if you accumulate pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, even light metals like aluminum, or, BPA, hormone disruptors, all these things, if you accumulate them, they will eventually progress to the point where you have cancer, or you get diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's or diabetes or something. You'll have immune suppression, and then you'll get hit with influenza or something. If you don't get rid of these toxins, they will eventually kill you. You must get rid of them. And it's a normal thing for the human body to eliminate toxins. I mean, even just normal cellular respiration function produces toxins. Living produces toxins. It's in your cells. That's why your cells have elimination pathways, waste excretion pathways. For the most part, that's dumping toxins into your blood. So there's a little cell there. The cell has a cell wall. The cell is in one place. Let's say you're a liver cell, right? You're a liver cell. You're like almost like a standalone organism, but you're working in conjunction with the rest of the body to get things done. But as a liver cell, you have to undergo all kinds of cellular processes. You take in nutrients from the blood, and you generate, you're repairing yourself all the time with you've got mitochondrial energy going on, you're doing enzymatic functions and so on. But as a liver cell, you can't just take a walk down to the kidneys and dump your toxins directly into the kidneys for excretion via urine. You can't do that. So what do you do as a liver cell? Well, you dump toxins into the blood, because the blood is coming in and out. The blood is surrounding you. The blood is all around your cell walls. You're bathed in the blood. Every cell is one way or another bathed in your blood. Every living cell, I should say, not your hair and nails, things like that. So all these cells dump toxins into the blood. Well, then the blood has to have a way to get rid of those toxins. That's what kidneys are all about. That's what, the liver is for altering them. And the kidneys eliminate them, and sweat eliminates from skin and so on. And your lungs eliminate toxins. You breathe them out. You ever wonder why dogs can smell cancer on people? There are even some incredibly gifted people who can smell cancer in other people. They smell it in their breath. Why is that? Because the lungs are trying to eliminate the toxins that are caused by cancer metabolism. Your body's trying to get rid of the toxins. It's doing it all the time naturally. So if you simply take actions to support these natural elimination vectors, you will be day to day a lot less toxic. And there are toxins in your food. And one of the things that I've discovered is it's not just the synthetic chemicals, not just the pesticides and so on. There's aluminum in every vegetable. Your body has to get rid of aluminum. Aluminum is not something that has any metabolic function. It is a toxin, but it's in everything. it's bound up in most things. You actually poop it out in most cases, but some amount of aluminum goes into your bloodstream and your body has to have a way to get rid of that aluminum. So here are some things that you can do to eliminate toxins naturally, understanding that this is a normal part of being human and being alive. Number one, don't be afraid to sweat. I can't tell you how many people I run into who are like, oh my God, I sweated. like it's the worst thing ever. Like they got caught in a downpour in the rain or something, or a hailstorm hit them on the head. I sweated, and then they put on antiperspirants. Well, what's the function of antiperspirants? Is to make you not sweat, to trap the toxins in your body, where you accumulate the toxins and end up with, breast cancer. That's why deodorants are linked to breast cancer. The toxic store-bought deodorants. And they have aluminum in them as well, by the way. So you shouldn't be afraid to sweat. In fact, a good sweat is a good detox. You can sweat. The best way is to do it from exercise. Do it naturally. Do some walking. Do some weightlifting, no matter what your age. I mean, I'm 50 and I still weightlift. I weightlift every day. I walk every day. And sometimes I bike. Sometimes I do other things. I go swimming or whatever the case may be. You need to sweat. Sweating is good. It's eliminating toxins. Now, some people like to sit in infrared saunas or go to like a detox retreat and they pay $5,000 to sit in a hot room. And there's a guru there who's like, yeah, stay with it. Keep detoxing. You can do that at home. You don't need to pay $5,000 to sweat. Just start chopping wood or whatever you want to do. Just, you don't have to pay money. Sweating is free. Maybe just move a little bit more and you'll sweat. It's all good. Sweating is natural. It's normal. All right, the second thing that you can do, and I know this sounds simple. You've heard this before, but people forget it. Drink more water. And of course, the water has to be clean. If the water is contaminated, then you're just recontaminating your body. But when you have more water, your blood is actually more efficient at absorbing more toxins. Your kidneys have more liquid to work with. You can eliminate more toxins. You're urinating more. And believe it or not, you're even exhaling more water when you have more hydration in your body. Your lungs exhale water. That's why you can see your breath in the winter. That's water vapor that's condensing in the cold air. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing moisture. You're not seeing steam. You're not boiling water in your esophagus, and breathing out steam. No, you're breathing out moisture and it's condensing in the air. That's what you're seeing in the winter. So drinking more water is absolutely crucial. I mean, obviously you can overdo it. Don't drown yourself in water. But most people don't drink enough. And then when you eat salty foods, then you need more water, but then people are reluctant to drink that much water because they're afraid they're going to have to pee too much, especially if they're out in public. And I don't want to have to find a restroom, this kind of thing, or traveling, what have you. But water is the answer to, I don't know what percent, but a huge majority of the detox. So drink more water. The third thing that you can do, and this is really crucial, is with every meal, make sure you have fruit fibers. That is natural, fresh, uncooked fruit that contains natural fruit fiber. In much of the testing that I've done in my laboratory, we found that fruit fibers, especially strawberries for some reason, bind with heavy metals like mercury and lead. But apple fibers do it as well. And so do other fruit fibers, pears, grapes, berries, you name it. Vegetable fibers do to some extent, but fruit fibers, for whatever reason, we've seen them more effective in our testing. So eat fruit with every meal, and you'll find that the fruit fibers are kind of like an internal broom, and they brush away as you have bowel movements later on. They bind with the toxins that might be in your cooked food meal, and then they help brush away those toxins. If you're eating a meal of fried food, especially, you need to take some vitamin C with that too, and then have lots of fresh fruit. And don't forget, you can take psyllium fiber and things like that, but for a lot of people, that's an extra step, and it's a difficult step. For a lot of people, that's an extra difficult step. It's easier to just eat more fresh fruit. So with every meal, especially if it's a cooked meal, if you have cooked meat in your meal, you're going to have some carcinogens from the meat. If you have barbecue, you're going to have cancer-causing chemicals in the barbecue. If you eat a hot dog, oh my gosh, don't even get me started on all the toxins that are in the hot dogs. But the truth is that fresh fruit binds up with most of that. So if you have fresh fruit, I mean just a raw apple. And of course, make sure your fruit is organic. because non-organic strawberries, for example, are loaded with toxic pesticides. They're the most toxic fruit crop of all. They have more chemicals than any other fruit. But organic apples are dirt cheap these days. You can't, like that excuse that people used to say, I can't afford organic food. Hey, organic apples are cheap. You just get the small ones. They sell them in 10-pound bags, for like, I don't know, $5 or whatever. They're not expensive when you buy the small apples like that. You can have an apple before every meal. I do that a lot. Or if I'm going to go out to eat somewhere, I'll have an apple before I go out to eat. And the apple not only takes up space in your stomach and helps you eat less of whatever restaurant food you're going to eat, which is probably not as good as your home food, but also, again, it's a detox strategy. It binds up with the toxins that you happen to be consuming and helps your body eliminate those toxins. Apple peels are very healthy, and apple pectin and fiber are also very, very healthy. So these are 3 things that you can do right now every day. Don't be afraid to sweat, drink more water, and eat fruit, fresh fruit, with every meal. It almost doesn't matter what kind of fruit it is. It could be an orange. It could be an apple. It could be berries. It could be a cherimoya, as far as I'm concerned. You like cherimoya? I used to grow those in South America. They're really good. Have some. Just pick a fruit or, mix it up. Have different fruit with different meals. It's all good. These are things you can do, and your body will do the rest. Thanks for listening. Mike Adams here, the Health Ranger, NaturalNews.com. And if you want to check out my book, it's at foodforensics.com. When you support us, we keep fighting for America. We keep fighting for your liberty, fighting for your natural health, for disease prevention, for education and knowledge about how to be healthy and how to live a productive, happy life. Support us at healthrangerstore.com. Over 700 products, lab tested, clean, ultra clean, the cleanest offered anywhere in the world. healthrangerstore.com. Check it out, support our mission, and help enhance and protect your health at the same time. Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.